Men.
No, don't click off. Don't click off.
Horrible boyfriends. They're literally everyone today. I swear every time on the internet someone has literally a horrid boyfriend. So we thought we can crown Reddit's most horrible boyfriends. So yeah, let's get into it. Am I the a-hole for telling my girlfriend to not dye her hair and getting angry when she did? I know the title sounds bad. This has really been bugging me, so here we are. So Sarah, my girlfriend, now ex I guess,
Because she dyed her hair? I hope she broke up with him.
Has always had these random style changes, I guess. Like one day she'd wear skirts or a single dress shirt, and the next she's wearing shorts and crop tops, halter tops, tank tops, etc. So her style changes a lot.
Okay, so she's a baddie.
Literally, she has style and you're mad. It bothered me since she's very attractive. And whenever we'd go out, she gets stares and has even gotten hit on because they think she's single. So you look like a decrepit gremlin.
So you are a disgusting piece of trash. Okay.
This is why I don't understand. When guys will date like hot girls and then they're like, everybody's hitting on them.
Literally. I'm like, did you not find her attractive? Like, why did you not think that other people could find her attractive? You loser.
They have like this ownership or something over them. So she wanted to get highlights, and her sister had this store-bought highlight thingy. And before everything that happened in 2020, she borrowed it to do it. And I managed to convince her not to do it. So she forgot about it. And now she remembers and wanted to get dark purple highlights.
I don't like that I convinced her not to. Controlling. Second, you don't deserve this baddie who wants purple highlights in her hair.
I rather prefer girls with undyed hair, and it's just a preference, so I told her that I'd rather she not do that, since it wouldn't really look good on her, and she'd ruin her hair.
Oh, no. No, literally garbage. Who says that to their girlfriend? You would look ugly with this. You'd look bad with this.
She told me that she thinks it'll look good on her, and plus she'll be able to just highlight them brown or fully dye her hair back to brown if she doesn't like it.
Exactly.
I told her that I wouldn't like it, since it'd ruin her hair. I didn't mean to come off controlling. She just shrugged and we went to sleep after that. I didn't mean to come off controlling. Let me just control everything though.
I'm already so angry.
I know.
I'm already so angry.
She just shrugged and we went to sleep after that. I thought it was the end of it. The next day I woke up to her making breakfast with purple highlighted hair. She got her ass up early and said,
she said, you know what? I'm gonna do this while he's asleep. See if you could tell me that too.
I asked her why she did that, since I told her it wouldn't look good. I still didn't like it. She said she had a change of heart and that it shouldn't matter what she looks like because personality matters. Then I said to her, she should have told me if she was going to do it, and she asked why. And I told her I would rather know if my girlfriend was going to damage her hair. I should have chosen my words better because she got all defensive and told me that I shouldn't have a say in what she does with her hair. And now I manipulated her last time. So that's not why she got mad. So she didn't get mad at your word choice. The word choice wasn't the problem. It's the whole action, the whole overarching theme of what's going on.
I just like imagine this conversation and the way that I think I would actually lose my mind if a man told me what to do with my hair.
I need to buy a gun.
Amidst the whole fight, the breakfast got burned, and we were too busy arguing, so it was too late to save the food, and we had to throw away food. I get the economy, but girl, be so serious. That's okay. Her feelings.
That's what your issue with this is. You burnt food.
Hey, my girlfriend thinks I manipulated her. Instead of self-reflecting, I'm gonna be like, I did it, and the food's burnt.
Yeah.
I was so tired, so I said out of anger that this wouldn't have happened if you had just listened to me and stopped being a child.
No. Oh my god. You know who says that? Manipulators. That's who says that. Oh my god, you're being such a child. Because I told you not to do something even though you're a grown adult.
Exactly. At this point, everything about how she outwardly reflects herself, he hates besides her being attractive, which I don't, so I don't understand what we're doing.
But even that's the issue because then other people hit on her. It sounds like you don't like your girlfriend.
And you're insecure. Sarah started yelling at me again, saying I should cook for myself and that she shouldn't have to be my maid. Oh no, yeah, think about it. They had a fight and she got up early to make breakfast. I'm not making no breakfast. And as a matter of fact, I'm throwing everything out.
Exactly. No, like you want to see petty? That's the most petty I will ever be in my entire life.
I can't believe he's calling her a child when he's throwing a temper tantrum over colors in her hair. Hey. I told her she does those things by herself and I can cook and clean. But she does that, so I see no reason to dismantle the system. And she likes cooking.
Dismantle the system?
I bet she asked in the beginning, can you please cook and clean a little? He's like, yeah, it never got done. She was like, oh my God, I'm just gonna do it. Weaponized incompetence.
I don't like that word choice. Like, I don't like the word choice of, like, system. Like, it's giving, like, you're a woman, so be in the kitchen.
Exactly.
And I don't like that.
This is so 50s. I don't like your outfits. Don't dye your hair. Get in the kitchen.
Do as I
Clean.
say.
You're being a child.
The system.
Then I thought the fight was over and that she would make breakfast while I clean the bedroom. She made breakfast for herself, not me, and told me she's leaving, she's done with me, and now she's at her friend's house.
Why would you think that she would make breakfast after that?
Exactly.
Are you kidding me? Like, what are you doing?
Sorry, I just read the last sentence. You're going to be so mad.
Oh, no.
This happened a few days ago, but I feel like she overreacted.
No! No! I hope they ate him up in those comments.
They did, because this edit. Holy F. Okay, I get it. I'm the a-hole. Stop threatening me. Also, by dismantle the system, I meant that she liked cooking and I barely cooked. She used to nag that I'm doing everything wrong. I didn't mean it in a misogynistic way.
I think you did.
Peeved.
I don't like this man.
I know.
I don't like
He is a-hole.
He is. Again, I feel like, how do you not know, like, that she's someone that would want to dye her hair purple?
Exactly. I bet before she did, and he was just like, oh, she'll grow out of it.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry. I think, like, let people do whatever they want with their hair.
Exactly.
Why do you care? So this one's in the point of view of the girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Am I the a-hole for breaking up with my boyfriend because he ignored my medical emergency and didn't visit me in the hospital?
What the heck?
Yeah. I have been dating my boyfriend for 2 years. He has been my first ever boyfriend because not a lot of guys seem interested in me. Overall, our relationship has been good, but something happened recently that made me question everything. About 2 months ago, I started feeling severe abdominal pain while we were at his apartment. The pain became so intense that I could hardly move or speak. I told my boyfriend that I needed to go to the hospital because something felt very wrong. He dismissed my concerns, saying I was overreacting and that it was probably just something I ate.
If my loved one is, especially abdominal pain, it's like, okay, let's go. It's not your medical bill. It's not your wife.
Literally.
If they had, like, shared income and stuff, and he was like, okay, well, I'm really nervous. Like, do you really have to go? It's still a little, like, side eye.
Yeah.
Like, she's obviously going to say when she needs to go. But y'all don't even have to share medical expenses. I'm like, okay, let's go.
I feel like any pain that's, like, enough for someone to be, like, especially in this day and age, and I'm assuming they're in America, which maybe I shouldn't, because who knows? But just assuming, in this day and age, if someone's like, no, I need to go to the hospital, I'm like, oh, you need to go to the hospital.
I don't like the chance of, like, something's really wrong. And then what if, like, worst case scenarios start happening? Don't you feel like an a-hole? I don't understand. Like, where's your concern for your spouse? Also, overreacting is crazy.
Abdominal pain? Like, her appendix could be bursting right now. Like, what are you doing? Despite my pleas, he refused
Yeah. Sorry. Please?
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Exactly.
Myself.
He refused to take me to the hospital or even call an ambulance. Instead, he suggested I lie down and wait it out.
Oh, wait, sorry. She was in so much pain that she was like, okay, I think an ambulance might need to come. And he's like, lie down and figure it out.
Basically saying, like, lie down and, like, stop bothering me. Basically, yeah.
Oh, I'm so angry. I have no words. I'm so mad.
Yeah. It gets worse. It gets worse. The pain kept getting worse. And I was scared, throwing up, and crying.
Oh, throwing up from abdominal pain is horrid. And he didn't do.
Yeah.
He didn't do nothing.
Said nothing. After an hour of begging him to help me, I finally managed to call a friend who immediately came over and took me to the emergency room.
I'm sorry, but you noticed the person you care about. You don't care about them at that point. You notice the person you supposedly care about laying down, throwing up in pain, saying, I need to go to the hospital. And you're just like, you're a psychopath. I don't like throwing that word around, but you're
literally like, I genuinely like, did he want you to girl? Like, what?
Exactly.
Because who does that? Like, my loved one, like, gets teary-eyed, and I'm like, oh my god, are you okay? Are you okay? What can I do to help you? She's begging you to take her to the emergency room or call an ambulance if you can't be bothered to take her. Literally crying and throwing up, and you're like, Not my problem. It turns out I had pancreatitis, which required immediate medical attention. The doctor said it could have been life-threatening if I had waited any longer. My friend stayed with me the entire time, but my boyfriend didn't even check in to see how I was doing until the next day. Ah!
What the hell?
He sent a brief text saying he hoped I was feeling better. I was in the hospital for 3 weeks, and he didn't bother to come see me.
Baseball bat to the head. Baseball bat to the head. Baseball bat to the head. He's lucky she's not my friend.
Let me be the friend that picked her up and took her to the emergency room, because I'm dropping her off at the emergency room and I'll come back and I'm taking you out. Taking you out. When I confronted him about his lack of support and concern, he got defensive and said I was being dramatic.
Oh.
And that he didn't think it was that serious. He accused me of making him look bad in front of my friends for something that wasn't a big deal.
What?
I'm actually so angry right now.
So he knows he looks bad. This is what pissed me off. They know what they did is wrong. They know it. They do.
The second you're like, oh, you made me look bad, that means you did something that you know is bad, that other people would perceive as bad. So why are you not like, oh, I'm so sorry? Like,
take accountability challenge.
No apology in sight.
And why do you care what other people think that bad?
Really?
No, I look bad. Okay, every action has a reaction. Here's the freaking reaction.
I decided to break up with him. Good for you, girl.
Yes.
Because I can't be with someone who doesn't take my health seriously or support me in an emergency. Period.
Exactly.
Now, after we've been apart for a few weeks, some of our mutual friends are saying I overreacted and that he just made a mistake. They think I should give him another chance, that he was busy and it wasn't as big of a deal as I made it out to be. Am I the a-hole?
No, and drop the friends and what?
I actually have no words because I'm so angry. I'm so angry at him, most of all. But now I'm also angry at the mutual friends. You're not friends. You're his friends. Because how do you, like, unless he told them something way different than the truth, how do you hear the same story that we, strangers, are hearing and think, I think she overreacted?
I know.
I'm sorry. She was throwing up, crying in pain.
Hospital for 3 weeks.
Literally had like a life-threatening emergency. And he literally only sent her a text message of, I hope you're okay. You don't even visit your girlfriend in the hospital? Literally, all I can think about is like, I actually went to beat the out of this guy.
Literally. Drop that.
Drop that. Drop it.
Okay, guys, we planned to film this like 2 months ago. This one peeved me off so bad. I remember this one. So.
Oh no.
Am I the a-hole for asking my girlfriend to get rid of her office because she doesn't need it? My girlfriend, Katya.
What the sigma?
Katya mentioned. My girlfriend Katya and I have been together for about a year. We don't live together yet, but I've tried to have that conversation as I really want us to live together. Unfortunately, I recently quit my job and cannot afford to rent my current flat.
That's why you want to live together. That's why you want to live together, you little freeloader.
Katya lives in a nice neighborhood and owns her own flat. It's a 2-bedroom flat, except she converted 1 bedroom into her office space, except that she doesn't need it. Katya is a writer. She writes romance novels and self-publishes them. She's one of the lucky ones who actually make quite a lot of money from doing that. The thing is, she doesn't need an office. She can write from anywhere. Her living room, her bedroom. She sometimes writes in a library. Coffee shop, the castle ruins, if the weather's nice, the beach, you get the point.
Sir, you don't live with her.
Yeah, I'm trying to see where the foothold standpoint, where you can have any foothold on this is.
Yeah. Also, like, are you with her 24/7? How do you know if she doesn't need her office?
She's jobless. He is. Guys, this is more funny when you know I'm jobless. Like and subscribe so I can have a job. As I'm unemployed, I thought about finally chasing my dream and start streaming games.
No!
For that, I need a separate room to put my setup and record things.
I hate this man.
Yeah, let's steal her office space where she has her actual job so I can start streaming to 0 people who don't know I exist yet. This is the thing. I get having a dream. Taking her office space for your dream is crazy.
Do you even have all the equipment to stream? Or are you going to be like, oh, I'm going to take over your office. And then also, can you buy me this? I'm just like, you don't live with her. She owns her flat. So you're probably not going to pay her rent. You're not going to contribute because you have no job. You're already demanding. You don't even live with her and you're already demanding these things.
I'm sorry. If someone let me live with them for free, yes, to do the cooking, yes, I do the cleaning.
Exactly.
Yes,
I don't need to know about that. You keep that to yourself.
When I first talked to Katya about moving in, she was apprehensive, but the more we talked, the more open she was to the idea. The more I wore her down and manipulated her, the more she was open to the idea.
Exactly.
Last night, I mentioned she'd have to get rid of her office. She asked why, and I told her that she can write wherever she wants, and I need a space to start my streaming career. She replied that it was not going to happen. We can make some space in the living room, but she needs her office.
Period.
Okay. She's nicer than me. She gave him an alternative. As soon as you ask for my office, I'm done supporting your dreams.
Literally, the second you're like, you have to. I'm sorry. I don't think I have to do anything.
The entitlement's crazy. I don't understand how you go through life like that. I told her it's just her silly books. She can write them anywhere, and I can't bring my gaming setup to a cafe.
I'm actually gobsmacked.
Men used to go to war. Men used to go to war,
and here you are. Like, I can't fit my gaming setup in your living room. I need your whole office because you could do your job anywhere.
Yeah, I can do my job to pay for my house that you're no longer living in.
Yeah.
She told me not to diminish her work, and I said I wasn't, but it's true. Her job isn't that difficult, and she could do it from the couch. Yeah. I didn't diminish her work. Her silly little books, though. She got really weird after.
Duh!
I know.
Duh! You showed your true self, and now she's like, damn, I need to rethink this.
This morning, when I was about to leave her house, she told me I had to look for my own flat because she didn't want to move in together.
Period. As she should.
What did you think was going to happen?
Yeah. You come and you started to make demands, and you just thought that she was like, oh yeah, that's no problem.
My thing is, like, he's unemployed, but he's not even trying to job hunt. He's just like, no, I'll be a streamer.
I can't. I actually can't.
I asked her if she was serious, and she said yes. I was disrespectful and demanding. She got rid of her office. Okay, girl, learn how to type. Okay, before you become a streamer, you need to go to school. Saying to get rid of her office was a-hole behavior. I told her I only wanted us to work together, and it's a-hole behavior to leave me without a place to stay when she knows I can't afford my flat.
Get a job. Not her problem.
I told her I only wanted us to work together. Where did
That's
that
not working
come
together. You demanded. There was no working together. It's not like you were like, oh, let's share the office or something. No, you said, get rid of your office so I can move into it.
She told me that she had to think about this and called me, but I told her when she calls me, I expect an apology.
I hope your desktop explodes.
I hope your streaming career never takes off. We don't need streamers like this who are so deeply ingrained in misogyny.
Yeah, we got enough of them. We don't need no more.
Oh my god, don't get me started.
You know what he's going to do now? He's going to make a podcast.
Tariffs, get the mics. Get the mics. I was venting to my mate over lunch beer today.
I bet your mate was paying for it too.
And he agreed with me, but his girlfriend said Katya was right and I was the a-hole. My mate told her she didn't know what she was talking about. I still think Katya was the a-hole, but I wonder, perhaps I was one too? I need that place to live, and if I was the a-hole, I might need to pretend to apologize. This has to be rage bait. This has to be rage bait.
It has to be. There's no way. First of all, screw you. Screw your friend. And I hope that your friend's girlfriend also dumps him. Because none of you are good people. You're using your girlfriend. Like, this is literally what it is. Let me fake apologize. Because I need a place to stay. It makes me even more sad because I know that there are some men that do this and get away with it. There are men that literally, they target women who either are, like, very insecure or just very, like, willing to please other people. And they come in, they do this, and she's like, oh, yeah, we could do that. Like, because she is so like, oh, I don't want to upset him or blah, blah, blah. And they get away with it. And it's really awful.
This is just something I could never move on from. This is like peak selfish. This is misogynistic.
Like, if this was me, I think I just have to laugh in his face, honestly, because it's so like the actual audacity.
There's no gratitude. Because I get going through a hard time, but then for her to be like, okay, yeah, fine, like you can live with me for a little, and you being like making demands. Yeah, of course she's gonna kick you out, girl.
Am I the a-hole for grossly humiliating my boyfriend in front of his whole family after he engagement pranked me?
Why would you do that?
My female 40, now ex-boyfriend, Keith, male 38, and I had problems because of his consistent pranks. He has a thing for making his targets look ridiculous. I warned him many times that I am not a forgiving person and that he was undermining my trust. He laughed it off.
So she told him straight to his face, this is what you're doing. And he said, haha.
He said, haha.
And your grown age of 38 is crazy too.
Yeah. When I saw the ages, I'm like, oh my god, like it's not even like you're like an adult, it's like you're an adult.
I feel so bad for older women who are single because these men are seriously immature. Like that's why they're single. Like they're 50 acting like they're 21. I don't understand it.
And I kept giving him chances because he has redeeming qualities.
The redeeming quality better be that face card, because if he's ugly,
I was gonna say,
what are you doing?
He's funny without pranks, acting like a good listener, and genuinely showed me difference. However, these traits begin to fade away, and I don't know why. It kind of shifted. I don't know if showing him love made him think that he could do this.
Oh yeah, like he was on his best behavior.
Yeah, he was like on his best behavior, and then because she kept giving him second chances, he was like, oh, I can start pushing it more. We never had fights, although we had disagreements, and I tended to clam up if I was really hurt. This happened twice. The first time was very out of the blue. We attended a gala hosted by our city council. I'm using quotes around gala because this isn't a huge city, and galas to look forward to, but not the high class, upper class, inaccessible type. He liked the way that they treated us. I was the actual guest, and he was my +1. And he asked me if I could help him get an interview, as he wanted to launch a small business, and maybe they would be interested. I made no promises, but got him a meeting that I attended along with him. On our way back, we stopped at a deli and ran into my ex, with whom I'm cordial. Keith was enraged.
Insecure man. Are we even surprised? Prankster insecure man is adding up.
Because I answered my ex's greeting and said that I was too friendly and that it was disrespectful. It lasted for about 10 minutes. We sat at my place to eat our takeout, and he immediately said very inappropriate things about my best friend.
What? 38 years old.
38 years old. And you know what it was? It was because he was so enraged that she just said hi to her ex that he was like, oh, what can I do that would make her upset? Let me talk about her best friend.
At that point, now the takeout's on your head. And there's probably some truth to his thoughts about her best friend, which would pee me off even more. Now we're done.
Literally, first of all, don't talk about my bestie. I'll kill you.
No.
Also, how dare you? Like, how dare you?
She said, how dare you? How dare you?
I immediately called him out for trying to make me jealous. Like we said.
30 years old.
Exactly. He laughed at first, but I asked what was funny, so he left and took his food. We talked about it later, but a few days later, I realized he never properly apologized.
This is why I feel bad for older people who are single, because they put up with so much more. They have to put up because they feel like they're dating pool small and all this and everybody's married.
Yeah.
Because if that was, we're done.
We're done. Literally so done.
I hold a grudge.
Second, he criticized my outfit. This is the second incident of like the 2 times that she was like, ooh, I don't really know about this. He criticized my outfit and said that I looked ridiculous in it. I should have dumped him right then and there, but chose to put it in the back of my mind because I already had a lot on my plate, career and family wise. I also held out hope that we could go back to the way things used to be. I feel so bad for you, girl. I feel so bad for you. I really do. You shouldn't have me doing this garbage, man.
You know what this kind of reminds me of? That trend where guys are on TikTok and they're like saying things I didn't realize was an insult till after, and you're watching it. Like, how did you not realize that was an insult?
Literally.
You sure do love your snacks, huh?
Saying, I don't care about something she was interested in.
I asked one time, oh, are you bloated? Are you bloated?
At Waffle House at about 3 a.m. I said, damn, when a girl got her food.
It's crazy how I never get to have any of your leftovers. It is crazy. I mean, no, like...
Your legs are prickly.
Your roommate looks better in that dress than you do. I said that to my girlfriend.
It's like he's giving me the vibes of like he just wants to like tear her down.
Right, like jealousy, because he's asking for a job interview from her to get. He has no connections, she has connections.
Exactly.
He's insecure.
I hate when a man gets with like a strong, independent, powerful woman, and then he's like, I can't handle this. Instead of like trying to bring himself up, he says, I'm gonna tear her down. Now you're just actually garbage, man. I was never able to shake off that feeling of being hurt, although we seem to have reached a very stable phase after that. He started with his pranking ways again.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
First, I caught him trying to hide the birthday cake that I got for my friend.
Oh, okay, wait. Are you 10 years old?
Literally.
I just see this man hunched over with a birthday cake running around like a gremlin.
Also, I would not say that like the last 2 instances she talked about were pranks.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Like, that was him being disrespectful.
And how is this funny? She knows she bought the cake. She bought it. She knows it's gonna be there.
Oh, what is he thinking? Like, oh, I'll hide it. And they're like, oh, where's the birthday cake?
I seriously doubt this man is funny too.
No way. Literally no way. Then he hit the gas pedals a few times when I was about to get in his car. when I tell you I would actually lose my mind.
You know what needs to happen to this man? They need to pour syrup on him and then throw a bunch of feathers on him. Because now you're embarrassed, you're sticky, you're gross, and you look stupid.
Last week, we were at his mother's house for his birthday party. Everything felt pretty normal until everyone got really quiet. It was just weird. I looked at him and he immediately took a knee. This was the worst feeling. First of all, we had not reached a stage leading to an engagement. Second, I thought it was likely a prank. She already knows what's coming. You're so bad. You're so trash that, like, if you were really trying to propose right now, she'd be like, oh, this is a prank. This is how bad you are.
And doing it at his family house is messed up too, because he knows he's gonna have that support. When
Literally.
he knows the prank's gonna go awry and he's gonna have that support.
I thought it was likely a prank, but I didn't know how to react. I don't know if he told everyone that he was about to propose and if they were quiet in honest anticipation, or if they knew, or maybe some of them knew. If he was being honest, I didn't want to say no in front of his family, so I would have probably had to say yes and then say no in private.
I don't know, maybe that's just me. I haven't been in this situation. But if someone proposed to me and I knew we weren't ready, I would still say no in public, especially to a man, because they get scary behind doors. Like, I take it away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If it was a prank, then he would have humiliated me in front of over 20 people.
She should have said, I'm pregnant.
Exactly. So what I did was ask what he was doing. And he said, I was seeing him and then I knew. I said, no, I don't know. So he insisted. I said, all right, and asked to see what was in the box and will react accordingly. The fact that he looked off, maybe realizing that he effed up, maybe wanting to double down, but I'll never know, was a huge red flag. He opened the box and he had a beer can tab in it. Who saw that one coming?
No words.
Yeah,
no words.
No, literally what? I told him off right there. I said that he took a knee to give out junk, just like he used to suck up to people to try and get them to sign up for his tacky, insignificant LLC so that he could push his trash services that he hardly knows how to do. I also mentioned how he lost his jobs twice and said I fully understood why he couldn't afford a real ring. I asked him if he honestly saw me marrying a man-child.
Oh, yes. I love that she said that. I love that.
As she should. As she literally should. His family was offended. Who saw that coming? You did. Some of them looked uncomfortable, but some of them acted like I went overboard. He tried to apologize, but I informed him to stick it up his ass.
Yes.
And that we were done. Needless to say, it was a... So, I had no exit plan because I didn't know that I would have to walk out and I didn't have my car. So I had to walk with his cousins following me and trying to convince me that he didn't mean to hurt me and that it was dangerous to walk home alone. I had to walk about 30 minutes until I found an available Uber. I made a Facebook post explaining why I did what I did, and then I couldn't see myself with the scumbag.
No one giving her a ride is crazy.
Yeah.
Where are the girls?
I wouldn't even like let them give me a ride because the whole time home they're gonna be like,
he didn't mean it. It wasn't that serious. You went overboard.
His brother's girlfriend and I have a good relationship. I found her to be very honest and reasonable. She reached out to check how I was doing and to let me know that neither her nor her boyfriend had anything to do with it, and that I was right to be mad. But she also said that while she has never got along with Keith, this is true, ousting him as a workforce failure in front of his family was too much, and that his family was thrown off. I asked what she thought I should do, since I'm not going to do anything to make him feel better, and that's that. And that if he ever tries to contact me, I will make sure things get even more painful, if that's even how he feels. And then she ends it by saying, to be honest, I'm embarrassed. I stood up for myself, but I guess I went overboard, and maybe I should have just turned around and walked away. Was I extra for this?
No, he needed to hear that. He needed the reality check.
Pranks, first of all, I think anyone that's like, that does too much prank-wise, already I don't like you, because like, why? But like, to do a whole fake engagement is so far over the line, because she believes you and she says yes, and then you open the box and it's a beer can tap. Now you've embarrassed her. Now she's like lost all trust in you. Or what if she says no and then you're embarrassed? Either way, it's not good for anyone.
I think it's so sad too if she did say yes and it's like, haha, just a prank. Who's laughing and having fun now?
Exactly.
If you're laughing at her pain, hey, reality check. Hey!
Yeah. Am I the a-hole for dumping my boyfriend after I overheard what he said about me?
No, probably not.
On Friday, my boyfriend, 25 male, and I, 23 female, attended a mutual friend's themed birthday party. We had a good time, and the night went by without any problems. I spent most of the time with my female friends, and my boyfriend was hanging out with his buddies. Okay. Makes sense.
Sounds normal.
Towards the end, I went outside to chat with someone and then went back in to look for my boyfriend, whom I haven't seen in a while. I walked past the guest room and immediately heard my boyfriend talking to his best friend. I could tell they were talking about me. So yes, I stopped and listened out of sheer curiosity. She then in brackets has like, whether you want to debate the ethics of this is up to you. No one's debating that. Everybody would listen. Everyone would. Everybody would. Let's be honest. Everybody would. If I hear someone talking about me, I'm like, hello, what's going on, guys? For some context, they've been friends since they were kids, so they talk to one another pretty openly. I started dating my boyfriend last year and have known his friend for the same amount of time. His friend was telling my boyfriend that he's lucky to have me and that I'm a real catch. He even said that I have many admirable qualities and jokingly asked my boyfriend how he managed to bag me.
Hey,
period.
Yeah. He's insecure. I already know he's gonna be insecure. After his friend said that. So let's go.
Yeah. My boyfriend, in a very serious tone, said that he's the catch in the relationship and that I'm always trying to please him. He said, with pretty girls, you have to make sure she's insecure when they're confident it's not gonna work.
What the fuck? I'm sorry, but what?
It's giving psychopath.
It's giving insecure. It's giving loser. It's giving I want to kiss my bro's ass because I freaking love my bro. And I want to seem like the superior.
Then he explained that I don't realize how objectively attractive I am due to my raging insecurities about every little detail.
That he probably freaking gave her.
Who talks about their loved one like this? No one.
You gotta keep him insecure. Oh, but she's insecure and that's kind of a turn off. Pick one.
Yeah.
Pick one.
I was left speechless and deeply shocked. His friend was quiet and then said, "That's effed up." My boyfriend laughed and kept saying they both know it's true and to quit virtue signaling. At the end, his friend said that if I'm insecure, I do a great job hiding it because he views me as confident and assertive. Boyfriend laughed and said, "Nah, bro. She's so insecure, it's crazy." He then grossly said that with insecure hot chicks is the best because they'll do anything to please you.
Oh my god, I'm gonna vomit.
That is literally so disgusting.
Dude, I don't want to believe people like this exist.
I know, but it's the fact that they do. It's that they do. And I hate it. I didn't knock on the door. I didn't walk in. Later, we went home and I didn't bring it up. I broke up with him via text the next day. I explained why I made that decision.
I wouldn't have told him why. I'd be like, you're smelly, you have bad breath, and you stink. Telling someone they stink, now they're always going to be curious if they stink.
If I was her, because I'm so pale, I've been like, you're just too insecure for me. Now my friends think I'm crazy for jumping to that decision so fast.
What? I'm sorry, but no. Oh my god, I'm so mad and I feel so bad for
Literally,
her.
yeah. They all said that I hit him with a breakup out of nowhere and didn't even give him a chance to explain himself and give context. He said, you gotta make sure that they're insecure because then they'll do anything to please you. He's telling this to his best friend. What is the context? There's no context. That is the context. I said that his words shattered my heart and no amount of context will salvage this. The only people who don't think I'm an asshole are my closest female friend and his best friend.
Okay, good.
They both feel bad for me and said I did the right thing. So am I the asshole for doing what I did, or is it justified? Justified! And honestly, take a baseball bat to his knees. Cause what?
This is where I'm like, okay, I get pouring drinks on people. This would have been such a wake up orange juice.
When I say that she's better than me, because the way I would have turned around, thrown that door open, poured it on his head, literally. And be like, you're a piece of trash, you smell, you're dirty, disgusting, we're done, keep my name out of your mouth.
You know what I do? I play the long game. Then I would start breaking him down. No, I'm manipulating. Oh, there's something in your teeth. Oh, are you gonna wear that out?
Yeah,
it's
literally.
Not really flattering.
Yeah, literally. Like, oh, you're gonna style your hair like that.
So now we are gonna take a vote because we're gonna be crowning the worst man. We have a pinned comment so you guys can vote too. If you want to say why or just put the number in order. Controlling hair guy, medical emergency ignorer, wannabe streamer, Mr. Prankster, little insecure man. Okay, I know my vote for number one.
I know my vote too. My number one for worst boyfriend is gonna be Mr. Medical Emergency Ignorer.
See, that was my vote too. So we're in agreement.
How do we do that?
I know. I was toying between him and the little insecure man because he's like manipulated her and broke her down. But this girl was throwing up on the floor and he was
literally life-threatening emergency, and he's like, not my problem.
And the after was horrible.
Yeah.
Now, if you're curious how we tiered them, here's our tier. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you don't have any traumatizing experiences like this with men or people, but men seem to be crawling up the ranks this year. And like and subscribe if you want to see more of us. Be one of the first 10 subscribers at this point. We're starting out. Be early. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.